Dear students, good morning. I am Anita Kumari Gupta, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, SS Memorial College, Ranchi. Today I am going to discuss microwave induced green synthesis, which comes under paper DSC 3 of semester 6. As you are already aware of domestic microwave appliance in day-to-day life, this microwave is also used in laboratory and commercial industries. The microwaves are used for the heating purposes. Microwave irradiation is a technique by which energy is directly transferred to molecules of reactants or solvents in contrast to the conventional method. In microwave-induced organic reaction, the reaction can be carried out in a solvent medium or on a solid support in which no solvent is used. For reaction in a solvent medium, the choice of solvent is very important. The solvent to be used must have a dipole moment so as to absorb microwaves whose wavelength is between 1 centimeter and 1 meter, and a boiling point at least 20 to 30 degrees centigrade, higher than the desired reaction temperature. Microwave differ from conventional heating source in that the solvent or the reactants are directly heated without heating the reaction vessel. By conventional methods, the vessel is heated and this then transfers the heat by convection. Microwave heating is more efficient in terms of energy used, produces a high temperature homogeneity and a considerably more rapid than conventional heat sources. Microwave heating carried out in water have a major green advantage of microwave reactions. Due to high polarity and non-volatility, it is ideal for carrying out high temperature reactions efficiently, since the temperature of over 200 degrees centigrade can be readily attainable. Now we see the some reaction which is carried in microwave. First is the Hofmann elimination. In conventional method, normally quaternary ammonium salts are heated at high temperature and yield of the product is very low. But use of microwave irradiation gives high yielding synthesis of a thermally unstable Hofmann elimination, as shown in the reaction 1, which is carried out in the presence of chloroform, and it takes only 1 minute by the use of microwave. Next reaction is hydrolysis. Microwave reactions have been extensively used for the hydrolysis, such as hydrolysis of benzyl chloride. Hydrolysis of benzyl chloride with water in microwave oven gives 97% yield of benzyl alcohol in 3 minutes. The usual hydrolysis in normal way takes about 35 minutes. This is shown in the reaction 2, in which the benzyl chloride is converted into benzyl alcohol and the yield is 97% and it takes only 3 minutes. Next reaction is the hydrolysis of benzamide. The usual hydrolysis of benzamide takes 1 hour. But however, under microwave conditions, the hydrolysis is completed in 7 minutes, giving 99% yield of benzoic acid, shown in the reaction 3. Next is the hydrolysis of N-phenyl benzamide. The acid hydrolysis of N-phenyl benzamide usually takes 18 to 20 hours. However, under microwave conditions, the reaction is completed in 12 minutes, giving 74% of benzoic acid, as shown in the reaction 4. Next reaction is the oxidation of toluene. Oxidation of toluene with KMnO4 under normal conditions takes 10 to 12 hours compared to the reaction in microwave conditions which takes only 5 minutes and the yield is 40%. Shown in the reaction 5. How the toluene is converted into benzoic acid in microwave which takes only 5 minutes. Next reaction is the oxidation of alcohols. A number of primary alcohols can be oxidized to corresponding carboxylic acid using sodium tungstate as catalyst in 30% aqueous hydrogen peroxide, shown in the reaction 6. These are the reactions which are carried in microwaves, appliance, microwave oven. Okay, thanks.